Hey everyone, Jay here, and you're watching Lily O'Reilly Reviews. So, let's get to it. Today we have the Dual Sensation Cup by Tenga. On my way up here, I actually spotted this toy on a shelf of an adult boutique. I was really hoping that it was just as good as the Tenga egg, because of course this is Tenga. Now, a lot of pros and a lot of cons with this one, but let's go ahead and get into what I first thought of this. It has a dual-sided actual openings for this, which basically is if one side doesn't work, voila. So on the back side, what they actually say for the sides of it, because what I thought was actually really cool is on the bottom where the red is pointing to the silver, it tells you that the silver side is rougher, has a lot more heavily textured, and is less squish. The silver side that's pointing up to the red tells you that the red side, or the red opening, is much softer, less textured, which was actually pretty cool. That was the side that I used, and I'll get to that here in a minute. Now, the actual material that's in the sleeve is TPE, which is okay. Prefer that it was silicone, but Now, what was actually pretty cool, and I tried to clean this a little bit because it's actually pre-lubricated. That's the only thing that I kind of don't like about it. Rather go ahead and let me decide on my own lube, but Now, what they use is inside the packet of that little packet for the Tenga egg, it's the same lube. It's water, glycerin, and propylene glycol based. So that's what it was shipped like. Now, what I actually didn't like about this was the fact that it doesn't give you an option to clean. For this type of price, which was on the shelf, it was $15.99. On the website, I believe it's $12. But for that type of price, I was hoping I can go ahead and get more than one use out of it. They recommend that you use it once and then dispose of it because it's disposable, because of how it's pre-lubed, mostly for sanitation and reasons. I kind of tend to agree, especially because of the lube that's used. Now, what I actually did not like about this, I didn't like that it was actually a really super tight hole, even for the silver side. Now, what they say for the insertion width is 1.7. I don't know if I agree with that, because it was super tight for me. Spoiler alert, Joe is right around the average size, me being average. That is why I didn't trust it at all whenever I first saw it on the website. It was super uncomfortable for me. It was much more heavily gripped for either side. Actually, silver side even more. The red side is what I used, or at least tried to use, and it did not work out that well. Now, being that I'm uncut, I was really surprised at the fact that when it pulled down the foreskin, it made it to where I lost sensation within a matter of like maybe a minute, and I was not able to get off with this, unfortunately. Now, the red side, or the silver side, I put it in once, instantly backed out because it was absolutely, I could not do it. Way too heavily textured, it was not soft at all. Which is disappointing because I really love the Tenga egg and I was hoping this would be just as good. But you live, you learn. So, for that price, would I recommend you picking this up? No. No, with a caveat. I would say no for the anatomy, just like me, uncut, because that's super uncomfortable. The way that it pulls back the foreskin made it to where I couldn't use it, lost sensation, couldn't get off with it. Either side. Well, yeah, either side. So, I would not recommend this for somebody that would be uncut. For the penis holders that are cut, maybe? I'm not sure. You'll decide on that. But that's what I have on the Tenga Dual Sensation Cup. If you'll like this review, thank you. As always, have a nice day.